Hi guys, as we know, there was an inquiry carried out into the abuse of children over a number of years, which came up with a number of recommendations. Now, Jess Phillips, the Undersecretary for the Home Department, delivered a response to the Tories about an update on what the government is doing about grooming gangs. Phillips delivered a statement which explained that the government is implementing the measures from the inquiry, something that the Tories refused to do. She also explained how an audit will determine what further work is needed. Now, Lee Anderson, who likes to grandstand no matter what the topic, tried to take advantage of this issue, no doubt with an eye on the local elections. Disgraceful stuff. Have a listen to this.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thousands of young, white, British working class girls have been raped, tortured and abused by Pakistani grooming gangs, and yet this minister here refuses to support a full national public inquiry. All I want to know is, Mr. Speaker, is she part of the cover-up?
My goodness. Okay, my opinion of Lee Anderson has always been pretty low, but it's now reached a new level. Is Jess Phillips part of the cover-up? Is Jess Phillips standing on the side of the perpetrators and not on the side of the victims? Once again, as I said at the beginning, I think Lee Anderson is keeping an eye on the local elections, and this is about grandstanding and trying to score a few political points. Let's get our digs in before the local elections take place so we can present ourselves as the heroes of the working class, the heroes of the victims. Reform UK don't care about the victims, they're just using the victims. They don't care about a public inquiry, they're just using this as a political football.
It really doesn't. It doesn't deserve a response, and I actually quite like the honourable gentleman. I have spent my entire career helping. I wonder how many victims he has sat and held hands with in court of grooming gangs, how many he's gone round to their house in the morning to get them out of bed, to get them into a courtroom. There is absolutely no way that I would be part of any cover-up. I will do everything I can under a Home Secretary who will do everything she can to make sure that those who are responsible are held accountable.
You know, you would think, at least on this issue, that Reform UK and Lee Anderson would say, let's not turn this into a political football. But even that, the Tories are sort of taking their steps carefully. But Reform UK, here's an opportunity for us to kick Labour while they're down, or not even while they're down. This is not something that they were in charge of. This is something that came in under the Tories. It was an inquiry that delivered recommendations when the Conservatives were in charge. But the Conservatives and Reform, and in particular Reform, don't care about the recommendations. They just want another inquiry, not because they actually care about the victims, but because they want to turn, once again, this into a political football. And we're right up to a few days before the local elections, and Lee Anderson is attempting to turn this into some sort of political issue. Well, vote for Reform because we're the ones calling for a public inquiry. We truly care about the victims. Jess Phillips has spent her entire career on the side of the victims. His boss, Lee Anderson's boss, Nigel Farage, rubs shoulders with the likes of Andrew Tate. So, whose side is Reform UK truly on? That of the victims or the perpetrators? That should be the question that Lee Anderson should be asking himself and his party. It was a good response from Jess Phillips, but it's really sad that it's become a political football right before a local election.